Here with Coach Jenny Fuller as the Demons get ready to embark on the final road trip of the season down to Nicholls. Coach, before we talk about that, recap for me if you can just the challenge of last week, just from a game perspective, with the series against Stephen F. wrapping up on Sunday, immediately getting on a bus, 2 games in San Antonio, coming back, 3 more games against Lamar. Just the challenge of that from the coaching, playing, rest, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was definitely mentally and physically draining, but our players did a great job of competing. We got one from Incarnate Word, which was huge, and we competed with Lamar, and I know they had to be tired, but we pushed through and, gave them all they could handle. But I'm proud of them for their resolve and will and getting through the week.
I guess the good thing is that everybody was in sort of the same boat with that midweek series, and did it feel like even through that, still put forth? I mean, I know obviously we had a little bit of some miscues, some of those little things kind of caught up with us in that series with Lamar, but still played the way that obviously we'd like to have been a little bit better, but still, how we've come to expect.
Yeah, I think that we're getting compliments from other coaches just about how we're playing hard, we're scrappy, that our record doesn't reflect how we compete with everybody. So that's definitely nice to hear, that we're playing the game the right way. We're establishing the standard, which is really important in a rebuild. So we know what we expect, and we go out there and we give it our all.
I think it's evident too. I think it was the second game and the third game, scoreless through 4, scoreless through 5. Obviously we'd like to get more timely hits and miss some opportunities, but evidence of what you're talking about with those. Lamar's one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the conference.
Yeah, I think that we play teams tough. Like you said, through 5 it was scoreless, and we just gave up that big inning. Just, I still think it comes down to our youth and just not having been in those situations before. But, I'm proud that we can compete. We're not getting, blown out by teams, and we're fighting until the very end.
Yeah, I think that, like you said, those big innings were the things that hurt us, and thing that I think a lot of us have followed this team and been around the team throughout the year a little bit forgetting is the fact that we are still so young, and we've been in. They played a bunch of games now. They've seen a bunch of pitches, at bats, innings, that sort of stuff. But it's still, those situations are still youth. There's that youthful stuff that still comes up. Yeah,
I mean, in situations like that, usually you have, more than one senior out there on the field, and it's a little bit easier to handle those situations, and so they're just kind of it's trial by fire for our team. But the good news is that moving forward, they'll all have a lot of experience.
So as we take a look at this weekend against Nicholls, we've already played Southeastern, McNeese, odds-on, favorites from the beginning of the year, but I don't know if we played a team that's hotter than Nicholls is right now, and what they've done over the past few weeks. Yeah,
Nicholls, they seem to have pitching that's pretty hot right now. I think they got pitcher of the week and hitter of the week, and their hitting is hot, and I'm primarily in charge of scouting the hitters, and the top few are hitting, I think, in 400s, 300s. So as a team, they were batting, I want to say it was 323 or 325, somewhere in there. So they're going to be tough, and what I tell our pitchers is we're just going to have to go out there with our best stuff. But the good news is we've played, at this point, nothing's going to surprise us. We have seen the best of the best, and so we can just go out there and play.
Yep. Coach, that's all I got for you. Thank you.